Bitch!
Welcome to the Unimaginary Friendcast. We're back. 301 episodes today. How's everybody feeling?
Woo!
All right, who are we?
I'm Mason Consplendison.
I'm Baron Von Tootenface.
I'm DamonLobster.com.
Oh, and this is a conversation with your best friends. We have a really fun episode tonight. We have childhood treats in the house. So we've dug back to our deepest, darkest memories of childhood and the foods and treats that made us all feel good when we were little. And we sought them out. We bought them. We brought them to the studio. And we're going to see if they're still as good as we remember. And flush out. And I have some mind-blowing things to share about treats. So
So do I.
Soon. Hey. Any news?
Oh, I have this note. Oh, David, do you have news to tease us with that we must make a choice among?
Yeah, sure. There's two different ones. David Monster has a new release. Did I talk about my new release already? You could do that or my identity update, which has been on the books for a whole year now.
Is it a sexual release?
Sure, it can be if you want it to be.
No. David just left. There he is. Oh, he's back. He's got his mug. Aw. All right.
Oh, and by the way, my cousin is a Patreon, and she's very upset. She didn't get her mug yet, so I don't know what to do. If you haven't gotten your mug, I don't know what to do about it. Let Erin know.
I thought most people got their mugs.
So did I, but she's very upset because look at that. Look at that, people.
You're posting the exclusive version of the mug, the green one. Most of them are.
Oh, yeah, you can't have the green one.
All right, I'll go first.
Yeah, go.
So I have this letter here in my hand from Nathan Von Edmondson. Hello, Unimaginary Friendcast friends. After the 300th episode, I decided to retire. Introducing my humanoid robot replacement, Mason Consplendison. Sincerely with love. So Nathan Von Edmondson is no longer with us. From this day moving forward, it's Mason Consplendison, humanoid.
That's a great name. Where's Nathan Von Edmondson?
Retiring on a beach.
Can I ask a question?
20%.
Am I now married to Mason?
No, you married to Nathan Von Edmondson. He just isn't a part of the Friendcast anymore.
Okay, that's a little more clear.
Can I ask a personal question?
Of Nathan Von Edmondson or Mason Consplendison?
Of Mason Consplendison.
Mason Consplendison?
Is Erin allowed sexual privileges with either Nathan Von Edmondson or Mason Von Splendison?
Sounds like very personal questions.
Yes.
Well, what's the answer?
What's the answer?
I think that'll be between Erin and Nathan Von Edmondson and Mason Consplendison.
Well, Erin, why don't you ask the question?
Listen, this is all a lot for me to take in right now. I'd like to pass the mic to davidmonster.com.
Oh, you want to go last?
Mm-hmm.
All right, do you guys want to hear about my new release or my identity update?
Identity, I guess, since that seems to be the theme.
Look, everybody, we landed on the surface of Mars. Okay. Identity update. I have to read this since it's been so long. I don't remember what it was.
Reading statements now for the news.
Yeah. Identity update. I don't identify as human, so I should stop hating. Wait, I'm not done yet. Now I got to start all over again. God. Identity update. I do not identify as human, so I should stop hating humans and just realize that you all want to operate in a completely different way. You enjoy egocentrism to snap at each other and worship narcissists and sociopaths. Yeah, you guys all appreciate that stuff. I don't like it. So I've opted out of the human experience. So I should stop hating you guys. You guys do what you want to do, and I'll just watch it from afar. Like, I don't like it, but I should be more like an anthropologist and just be like, ugh, humans, gross, over there. Like, and I should try to have more compassion, if that makes sense.
I have a question about your news. Should I take this personally?
Well, if you, you probably should. I mean, you humans do these bizarre things, and you have these bizarre people you worship and vote into office and pay to see their movies and like admire rapists and things. So, I mean, if you find that offensive, you should probably take that up with your fellow humans.
David, I don't take it personally because I'm a humanoid robot.
Yes, you're built in the image of humans, but you're better than humans. All of their failings have been.
We'll see about that.
Oh.
Well, I have the best news of all, but it is thanks to humans. So you all are going to come around on this whole human thing.
Okay.
The impossible happened after 7.5 years, right? After 300 episodes, we finally got to 400 followers on Instagram.
What?
Where?
400
are we the
follow us?
Are we the first people who ever made it to 400 followers on Instagram?
I think so.
And I would like to say that it's because we are just putting out such engaging content that is actually part of it, because we found the beauty of reels and igniting people's political feuds.
Dude,
I thought we were not do politics anymore.
Yeah. But aside from that, we have our Gold Star winner for I don't know how many episodes ago. Emily actually went to all of her followers and begged them to follow us, and a lot of them did. So we got a huge bump. So
but I have to say, like, I wish that Nathan Von Edmondson hadn't retired, because I really liked his reel. It was really good. If you haven't seen it, you should go to Instagram and see Nathan's reel. It's really good, and I hope he does more from wherever he went.
It made a lot of people call us stupid.
Yeah, and idiots. They called us idiots, and they were condescending. But Nathan will keep doing those, right, from wherever he went?
Well, Nathan Von Edmondson retired from the Friendcast, so Mason Con Splendason will take over in his stead.
And he can do just as good a reel?
Well, as a humanoid robot replicant of Nathan Von Edmondson, I may have all of Nathan Von Edmondson's experience and memories in my...
So you have access to his thought process?
Sure.
Okay, good. All right. Hey, we have a hooligan mama checking in with a really good comment. What'd she say?
I feel like have you ever taken a Peloton class where you're like,
no,
you're like bopping around and like lifting weights, and they're like, hey guys, yeah, hey hooligan mama, yeah, you showed up today, 400 classes, yeah. I feel like that's
all right, hooligan mama chama. Well, hooligan
1,000 subscribers, which I don't disagree with.
Yeah.
All we have to do is have each of our subscribers create 1,000 humanoid robot replicants each, and then we'll have 400,000 subscribers.
That is a good idea.
Gold Star?
Gold Star. Oh, wait, let me do the Gold Star bullshit. Did I do it already?
David, can you announce the Gold Star for this week and why?
The Gold Star is China.
Why?
Because officials within the United States government have already acknowledged that they have surpassed our military capabilities.
Oh, congratulations, China!
How?
So they can kick our asses. They have more weapons, and they have better weapons, and they can destroy us if they want to.
Oh no! Time for more military spending.
Do a video.
No, totally. But they
own the libs.
But if they did go to war with us and destroy us, then their economy would tank soon after, because we're the biggest consumer of their products. So
This is where the whole world economy is so fucked up because we
Yeah.
all buy stuff from each other's enemies. And it's just
Yeah,
like a
and if
whole web of fucked up.
yeah.
It's humans. Humans just really don't know.
I told you humans are the worst. And it's funny because
I told you.
they're saying that Russia's fucking their own economy over now with all this stupid shit that they're doing with the war and shit. So for the next like 10 years, they're going to slide into a what do you call it? They're so stupid because they have the capability to be a production force in the world, but they won't do it because they will only vote in sociopaths, or they will only follow sociopaths or psychopaths or whatever he is.
Can I just show that I have a snack cart behind me and I'm ready to get into our main topic?
You have let's just get into it then. I want to see all that because I don't have nearly as much as you do.
I have a cart full of snacks.
And this is a mukbang. No, I only have a few.
How many do you have, David?
Snacks. I have 4.
I have at least 6 dozen.
Okay, I have 5.
I'm just kidding. I won't put you through all that.
Well, I guess we should just do one each. Mine aren't as exciting as you think they would be, but go ahead.
I mean, maybe ours are or aren't.
Should I start?
Nathan starts.
All right, Nathan.
Or
I mean,
you have the most. You should start.
All right, I'll start. But
Yeah, you have the most. You should start.
I only have one treat that's savory, and so I want to save. As a good girl who eats her savory before sweet, I'm gonna have my meal before my dessert. So I'm holding up a bag of Jax, Jax, which is a real cheddar cheese puffed curl. So it's not a Cheeto. Cheetos can go fuck themselves.
Oh my.
I think it's up in the air as to whether there's any real cheddar cheese in here, even though they claim to be real. I used to love these, my favorite snack, hands down, when I was a kid. And I love them so much that when I was learning in school how to write a business letter, we had to pick a company to write to. And I wrote to Bachman. And they sent me a coupon for a free bag of Jax.
Wait, can you hold it up again really fast?
That's how important they were to me.
Okay. All right, let's see what they look like.
Well, I can't hold the microphone and open them. So I'm going to have my assistant.
Maybe have your assistant open them.
So they're a vibrant orange color, which could be a little disconcerting.
Oh.
They look like your average cheese curl.
It looks like a little shrimp.
They're still good. They're really salty.
So describe them and...
I'm just saying, these are, if you are looking for a good cheese curl, these still are one of the better ones. All the shit junk food. There's like better natural versions now. But...
What I appreciate about Jax is it's like poofy soft, but then there's hard crunchy spots within the Jax.
Oh, that's interesting. Can you describe the flavor as you're eating it?
Not enough time.
Cheesy.
We've got so many snacks to get through.
Okay, cheesy jaxy jacks. All right, Nathan.
All right.
Wait, so is that a yes or a no? Would you still eat them as an adult?
I could eat these until I throw up.
As she's shoving them in her mouth.
Oh my god. And this is what you do. You like put them in your mouth and you just compress your mouth on it. And it just explodes in your mouth. And it's just...
And are they only in Philadelphia?
I was not able to find them on the West Coast. They are not a Philadelphia snack.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they're only in like northeastern Pennsylvania, I think.
Really?
I think so.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Nathan.
Oh
All right, Mason von
They're
Schimmelson.
from Hanover, PA.
I told you.
Oh my
Where's
god.
Hanover?
Wow.
Pennsylvania?
Is that near you?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to move back in time, starting with the most recent. So this is like middle school era.
Uh-huh.
So 92 to 94-ish. And we didn't keep much candy at the house. But my friend growing up, Darren, when I go visit him, he would have lots of treats. His mom had lots of treats around it. And there was this drawer where you'd open up the drawer and there would be an entire box of Swedish Fish.
Swedish Fish.
Fish. They're red, like gummy fish. And
Okay.
I had grown up on Sour Patch Kids and Gummy Bears, but these were like, I don't know, just like dense.
I would help you open them, but I'm too busy eating.
I'm going to open them now.
I have to say, Swedish Fish, I have only come to know what they are recently.
Okay.
I feel like it's an East Coast thing. I was always like, what the hell are Swedish Fish? But I was never into gumminess, so I never cared. So.
Sure. Okay. So Swedish Fish, let me get some information on them. And so my buddy had it, like you did get a drawer, and it was like literally a box that was like 12 inches by 6 inches by 3 inches, just filled with like hundreds of Swedish Fish. And I would just walk by and grab a handful. So Swedish Fish, it's a fish-shaped chewy candy originally developed by Swedish candy producer Malaco in the 1950s for the U.S. market. They come in a variety of colors and flavors. Oh, one of the ingredients is to invert sugar, a combination of glucose and fructose. It's important due to its ability to maintain moisture. So that's one thing that's really great about these is when you chew on them. They're just like great. They seem a little different. These are minis. I feel like they're a little bit. I'm used to a little bit bigger ones.
All right.
Are they just like Gummy Bear? You ate them all? Look at her face. She's like, yeah.
Other stuff.
So wait, Swedish Fish. Tell us what they're like. Are they just like Gummy Bears or what?
They kind of have like I don't know. I guess they're a little firmer. They taste like they're kind of cherry.
They have a different texture. They're very cherry.
Yeah.
I do like cherry. So texture, creamier texture, more rubbery texture, like what?
Like your teeth. You know how sometimes when you get a gummy bear, like you kind of like your teeth, kind of there's like a resistance almost. These like cut through right away. Boom,
boom. I'll check them out. I'm not into. Are you into gummies that much, Aaron? I don't really care about gummies. Okay.
Oh, yeah. See, I had categories of this. I had to choose my favorite gummy for this. It was hard. It was a hard one. But I did it. I did it.
Moving on.
I did it.
All right.
When I eat them now, they're like, I mean, I'm like.
I'm gonna start with my savory, and my savory was something that I saw in the store. And I was like, I've never been into those, but it's something that every American seems to go nutso berserk crazy.
Wait. You're breaking the rules of the game.
Immediately.
Well,
your favorite childhood stuff.
No, I know, but I wanted to see if maybe, because I haven't eaten these in like forever, and I never cared about them. And every time I ate them, I'm just going to say what it is, because I mean, they're okay. Sometimes they're tasty, but it's Doritos.
Oh, but you can't be spicy sweet. You got to go original.
But hold on. Yeah. And well, here's the deal. Is I was like, because I never cared. Every time I eat Doritos, sometimes they're tasty, but it tastes like you're eating nothing. Like you can taste how unnutritious they are is what I'm mean. Like
scientifically engineered to hit every single pleasure center in your brain.
But
it's true.
So I like Doritos can be
savory and sweet and salty and sugar.
Well, they can be flavorful sometimes, but I got the spicy sweet chili because I was like, you know what? I wanted to say, well, wait, here, let's taste it. All right, here's the deal. I like these better than Doritos.
They are Doritos.
They taste like Doritos. I mean, they're Ridge. They taste like Doritos, but there's an Asian-ness to them. They taste more like an Asian snack, which I find better, and they actually taste. I know they're not, and I think it's just made out of corn and chemicals, right? Is that the only ingredients in Doritos, corn and chemicals?
Right.
But if you're gonna get Doritos, I say get spicy sweet chili because it tastes like Thai food. These are a lot better.
See,
in fact, I'm gonna eat more. Look at.
I didn't realize.
I'm gonna eat.
I didn't realize we were doing savory, or I would have done either nacho, traditional, or Cool Ranch.
Well, I brought up if we should get Doritos.
I know it was a big.
And I was like, we should stick with sweet, except for Jack's, because they were.
You should always get more. You should, especially if it's a mukbang. If we're eating, you should always get more. Don't you guys know that? Come on.
Okay.
So,
so I feel like are we passing the baton again?
Sure. Go ahead.
I just want to point out that Doritos have a distinct sound when you crunch them.
Do you think they trademarked that sound?
They better.
So my first
They're
course
okay.
was savory. I'm gonna wait for my dessert because my middle course, my segundi, is gonna be gummy. So of all the gummies that I love, it was always peach rings. It always came back.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So my assistant will open them. But I want to say, because I'm the person that talks about health all the time, and I usually don't eat shit like this anymore. There are better alternatives to gummies now.
Oh
They're
my God.
really expensive, but there's a company
Wow.
that makes Smart Sweets, and these are pretty much they're not made with sugar. They're made with like sugar alcohols. So they just process in your system a little differently, and they're kind of the equivalent of the Sour Patch Watermelon, which were another one of my crazy ones.
Smell these though.
Oh my God, it smells so good. All right.
Those
Peach
are
rings.
that's the peach rings? Okay.
It's got a lot of sugar on the outside. And if you get the right one, like this is a good brand.
What brand is it?
I don't know, but sometimes they're too chewy. These are really tender.
Peach rings.
This
They're
brand is
so-
Big Win.
Only the best. Listen.
All right. What is
They're healthy, right?
what does it taste like? I had peach rings once and it tasted
my
like
God.
perfume.
I can't
What?
eat any more of these.
Do they have natural flavors?
No, I'll tell you more about that later.
Wait, what is that? What are gummy products made of? Is it gelatin or something or what?
Corn syrup, gelatin, sugar, artificial everything.
Let me see.
So there's no nutritious value whatsoever.
I'm going to talk about that later.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So we're going to get all excited about this food and then tell you how it's killing you.
That's my plan.
That's a good idea.
My turn?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm just looking at my next snack. So if you could all hurry up.
Okay. So we're moving back in time. This is when I was probably like 10 or so. And this is like an inherited favorite from my father because my father used to eat these Three Musketeers.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
So Three Musketeers, I very much associate with my father. Like that was like the only candy bar for a long time. It was like that's all he would eat. Like Three Musketeers in terms of candy. I also want to point out that a lot of these candies, and this was one of them, would end up being our Sunday after church treat. So after we go to church, like we go to Thrift Drug, and my dad would buy newspapers, and we were allowed to buy one candy something. So for a while, for me, it was Three Musketeers. And Three Musketeers, yeah. Go
What
ahead.
does it taste like?
Well, it's a chocolate bar made in the United States by Mars and Canada. It's consisting of a chocolate-covered, fluffy, whipped mousse.
Can I stop you and say that whatever aftertaste is in my mouth from that peach ring is making me want to die?
They taste like perfume. I'm telling you, peach rings taste like perfume.
It does have an aftertaste. You're right. So the Three Musketeer bar was the third brand produced and manufactured by M&M Mars, introduced in 1932. Originally, it had 3 pieces in one package, flavored chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla, hence the name, which was derived from the 1844 novel The Three Musketeers. Rising costs and wartime restrictions on sugar saw the phasing out of the vanilla and strawberry pieces to leave only the more popular chocolate. Costing 5 cents when it was introduced, it was marketed as one of the largest chocolate bars available, one that could be shared by friends.
Fuck you. Don't fucking...
Wow.
I remember this being one of my least favorite chocolate bars, so I'm just going to see. Yeah, this makes it's like I get an immediate stomach ache. It's just the taste of it.
How
It's
funny.
like the only chocolate bar where like the chocolate covering is the hard part.
Totally.
Yeah.
I know. What?
Are you a fan of Three Musketeers, David?
We'll see. It's cliffhanger. So am I up next?
Yeah. Oh, I
Okay.
need a palate cleanser. The last 2 things. Thank you.
All right. People tend to just think of me as white trash, but they forget that I'm also Asian trash. So I grew up with a lot of Asian candies and stuff, and I didn't have time to go. You know what? It's bizarre. Is I grew up with a lot of Asian candies, and when I was growing up, you can only get them in one area of the city, and now you can only get them in like 3 areas of the city. Like you would have thought they'd be more, they'd be more available everywhere, but they're not. Things like rice paper candy and uvei, and even like my mom would make chocolate sticky rice wrapped in banana leaves and stuff like that. We'll do those on another thing. We should get my mom's recipe on chocolate sticky. There's the sour sticky rice and chocolate sticky rice wrapped in banana leaves.
I would love that recipe.
Just forget about it. So I had to go with all my white trash choices because that's what was in the market. Now, when I was a child, every once in a while, we weren't allowed, like when we would go to the market and stuff with my mom, we weren't allowed to get stuff every time. In fact, we get hit. Shut up, stop it. Like we'd ask for something. So every once in a while she'd say, okay, you can get a piece of candy, but you can get one, just one. She'd get up in our faces, one. And if you give me any problem about it, or if you ask for more than one, you don't get any. And she'd get up in our face and pinch us and slap us. So what I would do is I would go for the biggest candy bar there was, because you could only have one. And at the time, it was
3 Musketeers.
You boys.
So that was my favorite. And I have to say, this is so much smaller than it used to be. When I was a kid, it was huge.
You're right. That's true.
Huge.
Inflation, guys.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it's my favorite. I haven't tasted it in a really long time. So we're going to taste it.
Well, it's fun because we've all tasted this one. I can't give you a Jax through the computer.
It tastes like, it reminds me of Halloween.
Yeah.
It tastes like a chocolate version of like a marshmallow something. Like, it's good, but I understand what you're saying. It tastes totally fake.
My teeth immediately start to ache. It's like the amount of sugar is like on another level.
Yeah. Now these food choices so far have been very just like sugar chemical.
I feel
yeah.
After one peak drink, so I don't know what that says about me.
It just tastes totally fake. I mean, I like it, but it's funny because, like, I guess your taste buds get refined. Definitely. So Hooligan Mama wrote something. She said,
"Hold up,
what?
Jack still
hold up. Hooligan Mama says Looters gummies, vegan gummies are outstanding. If you don't want the crazy animal products that are in regular gummies, honey, I want all the animal products." But fine, if you want vegan gummies, that's fine. What are they made out of, Hooligan Mama, if they're not made out of animal products?
So these Smart Sweets are made out of corn fiber and chicory root fiber. And
chicory root?
Canuba wax, rice flour.
Canuba wax? That's what you use on your car.
All right, my turn?
Oh, the
yeah.
Swedish Fish doesn't look like it has any.
It has Canuba wax.
Yeah, is that animal product?
No. I doubt they're vegan, are they?
I don't see any. I think they might be vegan, actually.
I know what is vegan. Actually, that's a segue into my next one. My next one are Oreo cookies.
They're vegan?
Oreo
I've
cookies.
never heard of them.
Correct. I don't have much of a story except that we ate a lot of these as a child, and I wish I could say I haven't eaten them since I was a child, but I know exactly how delicious they still are. But I'm still going to eat one on the air. I'll share one with the robot sitting next to me if he wants.
Thank you.
We all know what an Oreo looks like. This is the regular
Oreo.
Not stuffed with anything crazy.
Yeah, these aren't double stuffed.
It's the OG.
I haven't eaten one in a long time. Are they good?
Yeah.
Can you take us through what they taste like?
An Oreo.
Like a chocolatey wafer with a creamy vanilla icing center.
They hold up. You know why? Because the outer cookie isn't horribly sweet like the inside is. It's like kind of balances each other out a little bit.
And the cookie's really crunchy.
Oh my God. So we have someone that says Oreos are vegan. So are Thin Mints Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, yeah.
those were definitely one of my favorites, and I also loved them. I almost got them, but they didn't make the cut. Andes mints.
I don't think those are vegan.
I don't get them because they're vegan.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna eat another one.
She has a tip though. Thin mints are best from the freezer, and it's true. I do like things frozen and unfrozen and not frozen and stuff. Interesting fact. We didn't get to eat Oreos a lot as a kid because my mom would be like, I don't want that crap in this house. I'll make you guys cookies. And she would make us like cookies, which was good. Like, I'm sorry.
Your mom
in this whole world. What?
That's like what a mom should do. Not that my mom buying Oreos made her a bad mom. Just
maybe a little bit.
There was a lot of things we didn't know about how terrible these things were.
Oh, totally. And as a kid, you don't give a shit.
No.
Not at all.
But that's true. Like a lot of this, it's funny because like so far the eras, at least what I've read about when these were made, is like 20th century. They just figured out how to make really like crazy flavors and stuff and just went for it. And we were like the guinea pigs for these new foods that never existed before.
You know,
well, and as bad a mother as my mom was, there is nothing better in this world than cookies straight out of the oven. There just isn't.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my God. Oh, are there any other kind? My mom would make really good peanut butter cookies though.
That is acceptable.
Snickerdoodles?
No.
I didn't know what those were until I was in my 50s. There's so many East Coast things that you guys are so weird. You guys are weird with your Swedish Fish and your snickerdoodles. Go ahead.
Hey,
count as
how
cookies.
about no-bake cookies?
What is that?
That's too broad of a term.
It's like oatmeal, chocolate.
A no-bake cookie
and
is a very broad term for something you don't put in the oven.
Well,
a no-bake cookie.
No-bake cookies. These are
that's a particular kind of no-bake.
Okay, anyway. All right.
But wait, how do you do that? How do you make a no-bake cookie?
Mix all the chocolate and cocoa powder and peanut butter and oatmeal and stuff together, and then you just like cool them in the refrigerator on a
technically a Buckeye is a no-bake cookie.
Yeah, you just like spoon them out and throw them in the fridge, and they kind of harden up.
Remember those ones that I feel like, I don't know if this was just in my world, but there's a kind of no-bake cookie that it was those crunchy Chinese noodles with butterscotch around them. Do you remember those?
Ooh.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Whoa, they're good. Yeah.
That sounds good. I don't think I've ever had a no-bake cookie. Can you put that on the list next time I visit the East Coast studio?
Yes.
Sure. All right, my next one, I was going to do this after one more, but I'm going to do it now just to mix things up. And I'm going to just make a noise, and you guys are going to identify what it is. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Tic Tacs. They better be orange. They better be orange.
Tic Tacs.
If they're not orange.
Hey!
Tic Tacs.
Okay.
Orange Tic Tacs are the shit.
So these are but you eat them like candy.
No, they're not mint.
Yeah, they are. They're mints.
They're
quote
orange.
mints.
Yeah.
They're orange, but they're quote mints.
No, and you have to eat 25 at a time.
Yeah. So, and the other thing,
I used to open this up and just,
Yeah. So Tic Tacs, they've gotten bigger. They used to be a lot smaller.
That's true.
So they're like
So
3 times the size they used to be.
They don't even call them jumbo anymore. It's just regular.
So it's a brand of small hard mint manufactured by the Italian company Ferrero, first produced in 1969, now available in a variety of flavors in over 100 countries. Usually sold in a small transparent plastic box with flip action living hinge lid. Originally, they were dyed specific colors for different flavors, although in many countries, Originally, there was only mint and orange, and now there's a whole bunch of different flavors, apparently.
It's funny because this is one of the candies that I vividly remember coming out. I remember the campaigns for it coming out. Yeah, because the other, like, Three Musketeers was in the 30s, and Tic Tac was in the 60s. I turned 25 in 1969, so...
Yeah. Since 1980, the Tic Tac slogan in the U.S. has been the 1.5 calorie breath mint.
All right, listen. You guys need to watch RuPaul's Drag Race because on every season, RuPaul has lunch with the 3 top girls, and she gives them a two Tic Tac lunch for because they only have a 3 calorie limit on their lunches. You guys aren't even listening. I'm talking to you two.
I'm listening. What do you eat for 3 calories?
All right, who wants a Tic Tac?
That you didn't hear one word I said. I said on RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm going to say it all over again so you guys listen.
Say it again.
On RuPaul's Drag Race, she has the 3 top girls have a lunch with her, a special lunch, and she gives them 2 Tic Tacs only. And if they try to eat 3 Tic Tacs, she's like, "Oh my God, do you realize that's 4.5 calories?" So they have a 2 Tic Tac lunch. Get it? Oh, forget it. Oh my God.
So apparently this
Forget
is
it.
how
Just
you're
forget
supposed to serve these. Let me see if I can do it. Hold on.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's doing something.
Who said? Oh, and 2 Tic Tacs, and that's your limit for the day.
Oh, there's a little lid dispensary holder thing.
3 calories are the most. That's all I have in one day. 3 calories.
Okay, how is it?
I'm sorry, they taste so fake. I
How
used to
many are
love
you eating?
these. I have like 6 in my mouth.
I never got into them. Those are the kind of candies I never got into because I want to eat something.
Yeah, I can't tolerate it.
It's like flavored plastic at first. They're so smooth. They're very smooth.
Wow, I can't believe that used to taste normal to me.
And then I would just chew them.
You chew Tic Tacs? Whoa.
Just eat them.
You're a freak.
No,
David?
they taste the same.
Oh, is it my turn now?
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, right?
I mean, they're
Okay.
good, but they just are terrible. They're terribly fake.
Okay. Out of all the Hostess cupcakes, obviously everybody likes Twinkies. That's great. But my favorite were the Zingers. But I don't know if they make those anymore.
Which one?
Because I don't know if you know, I did a whole deep dive on Hostess, and they went bankrupt for a while, and they had to be bought out, and then someone came back with their name. So all the products were gone for a while. So what I got is something I haven't had since the 70s. And we're going to see what we think of them. What are we looking at here, people?
That looks like a turd.
That's
That looks like a turd.
pie.
No,
It's a ding dong.
Oh.
it's a ding dong, Avon calling. So I remember,
I don't know
because
if
they came.
ding dong.
These came out when I was in my 20s also, but I remember because we had Zingers and stuff and all that before. I remember ding dongs were good, but they were always dry in the middle for some reason.
Okay.
So I'm going to taste it. Here we go.
Cream in the middle.
Does it have cream?
It's okay. Yes, it does.
You got to get more of that cream. Yeah, get in there. Get in there.
You know what I didn't even think about? Little Debbie oatmeal cookies. The sandwich cookies with the cream in the center.
Those are pretty good.
Those are like crap.
That sounds good. It's good, but it's true. I remember correctly. The cake part is dry, and then the middle part is delicious. It's okay. It's like it's not. I don't think I'd buy these ever again. Isn't that weird? Ding dongs.
I'll tell you. I'll
But
never
now,
get another Tic Tac as long as I live.
can someone tell me Zingers or something? Because I want.
Orange ones.
Did you guys ever have the Zingers that have the raspberry coating around it with coconut in it?
No, I've never had those.
I'm craving. You've never had Zingers?
Listen, I don't mix raspberry and chocolate. Like,
I was a fan of the zebra ones that were like the octagon.
oh yeah, those were good.
With
Those were good.
vanilla and then chocolate stripes.
Yeah.
Well, we have Hooligan Mama says ding dong chocolate and it's crackly outside was crazy delicious to me. Try it again. It just didn't do it for me, Hooligan Mama. Like it was which is really sad because I always thought that I would like the same stuff my whole life. But I don't think I like the same stuff I did as a child. And Hooligan Mama always says, yes, Red Zingers, they're the best. And we have a special. Are you guys ready? We have a special listener.
Peanut butter Chinese noodle cookie. Yes.
Ah.
It's peanut butter. I thought it was
Ah.
butterscotch. Are you sure it's not butterscotch? Oh, they were good. I remember they were good. And it wasn't just something that our family made because I remember going to school parties and things and other families would make them. So maybe it was a regional thing, but those were
all right. So you're going to need to get the recipe, and I'm going to need that the next time I come to Philadelphia. It's a necessary.
Like motor oil and Zingers.
Our number one fan, Nancy Von Edmondson, Googled and said Zingers are at Walmart right now.
Should we go? Should we just exit
Yeah,
We'll
let's go.
leave it live. And
Yeah.
just,
I know. Let's just go. Can I ask you guys something? Because in LA, Walmarts are really far away. They're in the valley where
Yeah.
people don't live.
here too.
Is it the same there? Really? Like, how do you get to a Walmart? Do I have to get a passport? Like, what?
Yes.
All right. So did it come back to me?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is. I'm gonna go. I have two more actually. And I'm gonna go with this one because someone said, Aaron, are you thinking of haystacks? Oh, maybe that's their name. I don't know what they were. I never had a name for them, but it would
sounds
make
good.
sense.
I want it.
Like, yeah, they would be like little haystacks. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna find out because this is.
I need it. I need it.
So my next childhood treat it comes in many forms that I loved, maybe still love. We'll see. It comes in pop form, it comes in different flavors, and it comes in the original Tootsie Roll.
That's one of your favorites?
I love Tootsie Rolls, and Tootsie Pops, I think, were specifically at the top of my Tootsie list. And even though, the Halloween ones that you get the vanilla ones, and
yeah, strawberry and blueberry.
And then I would get the biggest ones you could get and just jam the whole thing in your mouth, also the saliva. And I'm gonna take a quick pause because we're talking about this episode, and at a certain point, I turned to Nathan and I said, I don't know if I want to do this episode because I don't want this stuff in the house. And he rolled his eyes at me and then went and bought the stuff like he should have because we're doing the episode. Now I'm eating all this shit that I don't want to eat, and I'm starting to feel terrible. But anyway,
we're gonna throw it away.
Are we? I'm gonna eat it all. We've already eaten all the Jacks and all the Oreos. Tootsie Roll. You know what? They're still delicious. You want one?
Sure.
I still really like it.
Are they made out of plastic or something?
You know what? I don't even know.
They're like 25% plastic.
I have an interesting fact about them. Do you want to know what it is?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, they started making them around the year 1900.
Really?
And the Tootsie Roll people said that they always make a new batch starting with the old batch. And they've continuously done that. They've continuously done that since the beginning.
No.
So it's the same batch that has gone on since 1900.
Wait,
you can Google it too.
Tell me that one more time because somebody just blew my mind. These are the cookies. They're called haystack cookies, apparently.
All right, write it down. Who sent that to you?
Emily.
Little Emily, our number 2 fan, our number 1.5 fan, or our number 1 fan. I don't know. You guys decide. They're co-holders of the number 1 fan. What?
It's like the oldest plant in Joshua Tree that just keeps like spawning off. It's like the same plant just keeps on spawning itself.
We just had Emily said Grandma Great and Tootsie Rolls, which sounds like their grandmother, or Emily's great grandmother, liked Tootsie Rolls, had a lot of Tootsie Rolls. This particular Tootsie Roll, this whole handful of Tootsie Rolls, came from my grandmother. We were just down there 2 weeks ago.
That's right. I put those in the bag.
There's something about grandmothers and great grandmothers and Tootsie Rolls.
I was wondering where this came from.
Yeah. He stuffed the diaper bag full of Tootsie Rolls when we were there. She has a little candy dish outside of her room.
And you just stole it from an old woman?
I did. She gives them to like the handyman and stuff. So I was like,
listen, the Tootsie Rolls, they taste as good as I remember. They just get stuck in your teeth, It's the only bummer.
Okay, I have 2 more, and I'm going to save the most interesting for last. That doesn't mean it's the best, but it's the most interesting. So this was probably my favorite candy bar when I was a kid for a certain amount of time. The Cadbury Caramello.
I've never had that.
Caramel-filled chocolate. And if you thought a Three Musketeer made you feel sick,
I'm not even going to take a bite of that.
So let me see here. I got some.
I have a weird aversion to caramel and chocolate. Not that I don't like it, but I don't ever want it. Ever.
So what is this? Cadbury So Caramilk is the name of two distinct chocolate bar products made by Cadbury. So that's a whole like UK thing. So this is Cadbury, and this is the United States.
Cadbury milk tray.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
a similar bar. It's a
Cadbury
Hershey
milk tray.
company.
It's got an ingredient called PGPR in it.
PGPR.
Sounds appetizing.
My robot brain appreciates that. It's the flavor of Cadbury's Caramello is often used in ice creams in the U.S. It's gained popularities in the 1980s while advertising to children with the slogan, "I was right in the middle of a caramello when I found gold." I don't remember that advertisement.
That was probably in the UK only, because Cadbury is such a UK thing. Cadbury.
So what's unique
Cadbury,
about
Cadbury.
these is it's like sectioned chocolate. So there's like 5 or 6 sections, each filled with caramel. I'll show you.
I agree that I think the Cadbury eggs at Easter are disgusting.
Oh, and see,
See,
it's
there's
a mess.
already-
They're a
there's
mess.
Oh, wow.
shit flying everywhere.
And there's it's filled with
Ooh.
caramel.
Is it a good though? Like, it looks kind of pedestrian to me. Can you walk us through the flavor?
Yeah, tell us what's going on.
It's like so sweet, so overwhelmingly sweet.
Yeah,
Wow, it's like very milk chocolate.
that's how I
Mhm.
felt
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
Musketeers. I imagine it's
And,
similar.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Well, Hooligan Mama says that the Cadbury eggs are disgusting at Easter, and they are disgusting, but I will eat them anytime they're around.
We have a vote for Nothing Beats a Snickers. I've heard that since I was born. I grew up with
Really?
a woman who really loves
Oh
Snickers.
my god.
You okay?
It's water.
That's what sugar does to me now. It makes me chug water.
We're not gonna fall asleep. We're gonna have I think we're having
Oh my god, can I tell this story?
Yeah, tell the story.
So one of another favorite treat growing up, this actually almost made the list but didn't quite cut it, is dirt, which is Oreos, chocolate pudding, and gummy worms. And we traditionally have it, on Earth Day because we're trying to save the planet, so you just eat a whole bunch of junk food and create a lot of waste. But Nathan and I ate an entire tray of dirt one year for Earth Day. We were celebrating, obviously. And I don't know if we just ate it a little too late, but we both laid down. And within 20 minutes, we turned to each other. Are you still awake? Yeah, my body's shaking. Like there was like tremors going down our body.
We were afraid that there was a gas leak or something. Like we
Yeah.
were having like
Wait.
felt like our bodies were vibrating, like something was wrong.
Wait, where did you get all this dirt?
We made it.
You make it. You just put chocolate
So,
pudding,
easy.
coupled Oreo cookies on top.
Mhm.
So wait, you were celebrating like so it was Earth Day, and then you were like, "Yeah, celebrate!" And it's just 2 of you, and so you're like, "All right, we're gonna eat the whole thing."
We used to go watch one of the Disney used to put out a movie.
Oh yeah, they used to do a nature
a
movie every
documentary
year.
every year. So we did think we did that twice.
So wait, is Earth Day something that happens every year that people celebrate, and is it something that was
Yeah.
celebrated when you were a kid? When is it? And I've never. Oh, it's just a hippie thing.
It's in April 23rd. No, it's a thing. It's celebrated world or nationwide. I don't think it's outside of the United States. I think it was coined in the 70s or something. It was just a way for people to take a day to remember the planet. We have a comment. I used to steal Clark bars from my grandmother's dresser drawer where she hid them from her mother. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my god,
Hilarious.
how
Really?
funny!
What makes a Clark bar? What's a Clark bar? Is it like
I don't know.
crunchy? What's the center? Can you look it up?
Somebody was
They're
saying-
really old though. They're old.
I'll look it up. I got it.
All right, is it my turn now, or is it Aaron's turn?
It's your turn.
Yours.
Okay. I was going to get. I don't know why. I used to love the
It's peanut
host.
candy. Peanut butter crunchy candy.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, I like peanut butter.
Oh, it's taffy, caramel.
Introduced in 1917, the Clark bar.
Yeah. So I used to love the Hostess fruit pies. I don't know why, because now when I think about them, I just think like. So I went to the store, and there was only one flavor, the apple Hostess fruit pie, and I was gonna get it because that apple pie is good and everything. But I always used to love the cherry pie. So they
Better.
have these ones by Mrs. Red's, which I don't know. Do you know that?
Oh no.
No, I do love.
I don't either.
I love the paper packaging.
Yeah, here. Can you hear it? There we go. Well, the Hostess was in a box now. It was in a little box instead of paper. So I was like, that's weird. All right, so here, this is what I remember. Look at it. It's just like, can you see? It's just glaze of sugar. It's just a hard glaze of sugar, which as a kid, you're like, yes, hard glaze of sugar. But now I'm like, I mean, it's okay. Like, whatever.
Clean it off.
Yeah, so here, we're going to taste it. Are you ready? Wait. Oh, I just got...
You didn't get any filling.
I just want to say, my first bite, I just got the crust and sugar, and the sugar tastes kind of plasticky already.
I would not get that.
And I got the cherry filling, and I remember now someone saying, because I always love cherry everything, I don't know why, but I remember someone saying that, you know, that cherry isn't real. Like, cherries don't come like that.
Well, they were once a real cherry.
No, but what I'm saying is cherries are so, like, because you get chunks of apple in an apple pie, and it's like apple, but cherries, they're so processed and sugared when they're in the pie and stuff, so they're not like cherry. You can't find real cherries like that at all.
Probably the Mariscano cherries.
Yeah, probably something like that.
It says real fruit filling, but it just tastes like it just tastes like cherry flavored gelatin. It's good. And then someone wrote online that I should heat it up, so maybe I'll try that.
Am I the only one that's loved some of their snacks so far? Because I went a little nuts over Jacks and Oreos and Tootsie Rolls.
They're okay.
I feel a little ill, honestly.
I know. Now we're at the end. I kind of saved the best for what I think is the best for last, personally. So.
I kind of saved the worst for last. So
that's interesting strategy.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's more of a story to this. So
okay. Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
So this doesn't necessarily have to be this brand. I needed this combination of ingredients to be reflected as my all-time top favorite. Oh wow, and you got peanut butter and chocolate. Nathan happened to get an organic Reese's with dark chocolate, which that's all sounds great. Peanut butter and chocolate in whatever form is my absolute favorite.
Oh, it's dark chocolate too. You just said that.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate. And it's Mason.
And it's funny that it's organic now, because what does that even mean? Go on.
Yes, I do.
That's really good.
I almost got Reese's peanut butter cups, but I didn't because I don't know why I didn't. It just didn't look exciting for some reason.
It's actually better than I remember Reese's being.
Really?
Ingredients
Well, probably it's organic.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think they took out a lot of the shit.
I'll tell you what. One thing that it took me a long time, but I think I finally reached a phase where I like dark chocolate better than milk chocolate.
I absolutely do. I have for years. Yeah.
I can't tolerate milk chocolate.
I just grew up on milk chocolate. You know, milk chocolate and oatmeal, and that was it. That's all we ate.
Right, Nancy Von Edmondson, you just fed your kids milk chocolate and oatmeal and told them to shut the hell up. I can't. Yeah, milk chocolate just tastes so fake to me now.
You know
Ooh, we got a request for something that look.
My God. That is in my top 7.
I almost picked one of those up.
No, but
say what it is. You haven't said.
Rice Krispie treat.
The store-bought Rice Krispie treats are garbage. If they're not homemade, they're nothing. So I'm glad you didn't get one.
There you go.
I saw a recipe for what is it called? Oh God, Lucky Charms treats, and I want to try those. Not the store-bought, like making them. I want to try making them.
Okay.
So my buddy whose house I would eat the Swedish Fish at, his mother gave me a recipe for peanut butter Rice Krispie treats. So the Rice Krispie treat is just like mixed with Jiffy peanut butter as well. And then there's peanut butter icing that you put on top.
That sounds amazing.
That sounds. Yeah. Can you add that to the list?
Okay.
We have one more round, right, before I blow everyone's mind.
Well, this is my last one coming up right now.
That was my last one.
Oh, it was? Oh, you're gonna blow everyone's mind. Okay. All right. So this, I'm gonna say, okay. So this isn't a favorite treat from when I was a kid, but when you like want candy so desperately, and someone's like, "I have candy," and you're like, "Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm getting candy," and then you see what they have, and you're like, "What the is that?" And then you're like, "Well, I'm gonna eat it anyway because it's candy," but then you're just kind of disappointed because it's not Reese's Cup, it's not a Three Musketeers, it's not Skittles, and instead it is Necco wafers.
Oh God!
The original wafer.
I've heard of them and I've never had them. Is it just? It's.
I cannot believe.
No, wait. I've never had them.
Laughing.
Go ahead.
These are like eating chalk.
Nathan Von Edmondson's mother better be laughing about this. So I also bought this because it's like historic. These have been around since 1847.
Yeah, and they taste like it.
I think Necco tastes like chalk. So Necco wafers, I think they were all made in 1847. They've just been sitting in a box.
One batch.
Okay, first
nobody buys them, so they just keep them on the shelf.
They became the namesake and core product of the now defunct New England Confectionery Company. Okay, Necco, New England Confectionery Company, which operated near Boston. Production was suspended in 2018 when they went bankrupt, but returned in 2020 after they were purchased by Spangler Candy Company. Okay, Oliver Chase, an English immigrant, invented a lozenge cutting machine with which he produced the wafers. At the time of the Civil War, these were called hub wafers and were carried by Union soldiers. In 1901, Chase and Company merged with two other companies to incorporate the New England Confectionery Company. In 1912, they were advertised as Necco wafers. During World War II, the U.S. government ordered Necco to produce its wafers for soldiers overseas.
Why? For what? To throw at the enemy or what?
See, like it as a treat.
A treat.
The former soldiers became faithful customers who continued to buy the wafers.
So, are they like anything else? Are they like any other candy? Or
I'm gonna open them up because they're in wax paper. Like they're sold in wax paper.
Wax paper. Do you remember that kid? Do you remember that kid at school that would come to school with his sandwich wrapped in wax paper? His mom would wrap him in wax paper. Do you remember that kid?
Oh, no.
That was me.
You had wax paper instead of like plastic baggies?
Yeah.
Why wax paper?
I don't know. It's easier to fold. But my mom used to make her own homemade granola bars, and they were always wrapped in wax paper. Always.
Nancy Von Edmondson says, my great-grandmother would dole out one Necco wafer to my brother and to me when we would visit her. But did you like them? Like, what do they taste like? Can you eat it and tell us what it tastes like, please?
Okay, there's different flavors. They're all different flavors. And they changed their formula in 2009, removing artificial colors and flavors. It was made softer.
It's hard as a rock.
Wait, they were made softer.
Oh, guys.
They're crunching.
I imagine, I've never tasted this, but I imagine that, like, when you get communion and you get the wafer on your tongue, that's what I imagine them being like. Although I don't know what that tastes like either.
It's that if you were also able to write on a chalkboard with it, with the communion wafer.
Oh, they're so weird.
Oh, Nancy Von Edmondson says the chocolate ones are good. Taste a chocolate one.
Try a chocolate one. Let me see. Oh, there's a hidden chocolate one. I'm guessing this is chocolate. You want to split it?
Wait, Hooligan Mama says the gray one. Wait, Hooligan Mama says the gray one is good. Taste the gray one. How do you guys know Necco wafers? I've never seen. Gray is licorice. Ew, I hate licorice. Yeah,
I'm going to stop digging for it then.
I hate licorice. I hate red vines, and I hate people that eat red vines and licorice and the grape flavor too.
So I don't know if you want to like hear some of my runners up, because Twizzlers.
Okay. Oh, I hate Twizzlers.
Not red vines. Twizzlers specifically. Skittles. Actually, Swedish Fish. what are they called? A Sour Patch watermelon.
Starburst.
Starburst.
Sour Patch watermelon.
I like
Sour
Starburst.
Yeah. Yeah. Those were some.
Ew.
Oh,
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were getting into the blow our minds section.
And cowtails.
Ooh,
I don't know what that is.
They
Don't know
are
what that is.
actually caramel, but somehow not gross. There's like so much.
What is it though?
It's like a tail. It's like a little tube of caramel, but it's got so much powdered sugar on it and a creamy filling that it's chewy. So it's not like the caramel is going to get stuck in your teeth. You could actually like cleanly chomp down.
That's weird. I never heard of it.
Requisite for me in candy. Like if it gets stuck in my teeth, I'm not into it.
Oh my God, Hooligan Mama likes red vines. I had to eat. I was on a night shoot once, and there was red vines and Twizzlers, and people were eating them, and we were going to decide which one's better. And I ate a red vine and a Twizzler, and I was just like, I felt like I swallowed plastic all night. There's plastic in red vines and Twizzlers. I'm 100% convinced of that. They're garroti to the max.
David, do you have a last one?
I don't.
That's fine, actually.
That's it.
Kira asked me if cowtails were actually tails covered in sugar.
That sounds like a white girl.
So I wanted to bring
up Green Jolly Ranchers. That's so 70s,
actually,
Josie.
I was a lemon Jolly Rancher person.
But I could just see Josie with her feathered hair and her tube top under the bleachers sucking on Green Jolly Ranchers in the 1970s. Talking about how I'm Jill Monroe. I'm Jill Monroe. No, I'm not. I'm Jacqueline Smith. I'm sexy one. I'm the sexy one. All right, go. Twizzlers, ooh, only red vines. I don't know. Wait, there's a fight because Aaron only likes Twizzlers, not red vines. So you guys are going to fight over that.
We're moving on. Okay.
Emily says that Kira is the whitest girl ever.
Great. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. So I needed to bring this up because I feel like it's my duty to not just say all this food's delicious, but to also share how it's going to kill us all.
All right.
So this is brand new, is in the last month or two, this hit the news, that there's a big lawsuit. It's specifically against Skittles, and there's, I think, 13 other kinds of candy.
I heard about this.
But it has a toxin in it that is quote unquote unfit for human consumption. So Skittles, Starburst, Hostess, and literally thousands of other food. This is according to the European Union's top food safety agency, so not the United States, because the United States still thinks this is okay to put in food. Obviously, the rest of the world is like, no, people should not be eating this. It's called titanium dioxide.
Oh no!
It's a food additive, and it's often a coloring agent. And so what it does, it's genotoxic, so it's got ability to damage DNA. This is after reviewing hundreds of studies, they came to this conclusion. It's found in over 3,000 ultra-processed foods: Swedish Fish, Jell-O, Little Debbie, Tasty Cake, Sour Patch Kids. The list goes on and on. And then there's a separate analysis that went to there's 1,250 other popular ultra-processed foods that have immune-harming preservatives, and that's Pop-Tarts and Rice Krispie Treats, Cheez-Its. The list goes on and on, that these foods are literally gonna kill us all.
But
yeah,
I'm gonna be 80 soon. Well, I don't eat those things anymore, so okay, so maybe that's why. I don't know. But you always know, because you always, like Betty White said she would eat a hot dog and a Snickers bar every day of her life. So I don't know if you can believe any of this stuff. I think it preserves you more than it kills you.
It also depends on your genetic makeup. Some people smoke and drink every day and be fine, and some people, die.
And there's that lady that she just died. She was 120. She had a Dr. Pepper every day of her life or something like that. So it's like,
no.
Whatever. And we got a shout out for corn nuts. What? Hey, I went through a corn nut phase for a minute.
Yeah. So I was funny. I was like eating this peach ring and then seeing on the back that it's got titanium dioxide in it.
It's big brand Big Win.
Ugh, it's just the worst. This is literally the worst thing ever you could eat.
Yeah, those are pretty bad.
You know what?
Totally.
This is of all the things that I brought to the table. I have to say that I don't know if I'll ever have another peach ring.
Like
it
those.
smelled great and it tasted great, and then I immediately
It does
was
have an
horrible.
It has an
after.
aftertaste.
I don't know what that was, but it
Probably
is not
titanium seeping into
Titanium dioxide. So, okay, what country per capita do you think eats the most pounds of candy? Do you think it's America?
Yes.
I think that's a strong guess.
No, America didn't even make the top 10.
What?
And can you guess what country did? I'll give you a hint. All of the top 10 countries except for one is in Europe.
Oh, I was gonna say like Paris or something.
No, they didn't make the top 10
country.
either.
Spain.
No.
Italy?
Germany made number 1. Germany, Germany eats per capita twice as much candy as America does.
That's insane.
I didn't know that.
And then the second is Ireland, the third is Switzerland,
Really?
and the fourth is Austria, and the fifth is UK.
Is that why they're happier?
I know, we should eat more candy. What percentage of American candy bars were introduced more than 50 years ago?
85%.
Wow, I thought you'd go. What do you think, Aaron?
I don't know.
Oh, CB Actor Traveler thought it was Japan, and it's true. Japan eats a lot of candy, but they didn't even make the top 10.
I was gonna actually ask, guess Mexico.
I was gonna guess Mexico.
So 65% of all American candies were introduced 50 years ago. Because it's true, like Snickers and Three Musketeers, they're all like almost 100 years old and stuff.
Dude,
Snickers, I think, is 100 years old.
These Necco wafers are like a currency.
Yeah.
It's like I bet. Oh,
If you
I want to take.
if you put them in a jar in a pyramid, they'll be the same in 2,000 years.
Do they kind of taste like Smarties, Necco wafers?
no, because Smarties taste good.
Are they the same texture as Smarties?
Oh, no.
Smarties are kind of chalky.
But in
Not
a good,
really.
in a pleasant way. They have a perfect amount of chalky.
I want to see this Necco wafer business.
These are a nightmare.
Like,
What do you think? Oh, what do you think contains more caffeine? A cup of decaffeinated coffee or 1 ounce of chocolate? 1 ounce of milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate.
No.
What do you think, Aaron?
Coffee.
They're the same, actually. So that was a trick question.
Ooh, tricky.
Okay.
Just had about 5 cups of coffee then.
Yeah, I know. I noticed my legs doing this, and one of our listeners just wished us luck getting to sleep tonight, which now I'm pissed about.
Listen to me. This is a question just for you guys. Well, the listeners can answer too. Okay. What was the first American company to dominate the candy scene because they were the first to come up with a mass production system?
Ford.
Hershey's.
And why isn't that on our list to go visit? Because have you guys been to Hershey, Pennsylvania?
Listen, and my top
No.
10 were Hershey Kisses. They didn't quite make the cut.
It's only 95 miles from you here. Guys, have you ever been to Hershey, Pennsylvania?
Nope.
They have an amusement park. You've never been to Hershey Park?
No.
Wow.
Why don't we go? Why don't we do a mukbang in Hershey, Pennsylvania?
Take a tour.
Listeners, do you want us to do a whole mukbang and a whole deal like we did in Philadelphia and Hershey, Pennsylvania?
We're gonna end the podcast and go to Hershey Park. So
Wait, no, there's one more thing I have to say. There's just one more thing I have to say. Okay, Kit Kat has boutiques in Japan. There's boutiques just for Kit Kats. They have 50 flavors in Japan. Why don't they have them here? Why don't they introduce them here? People would eat them.
have you ever had the green tea Kit Kats?
I did. They're delicious. But there's 50 flavors. I want to taste 50 fucking flavors.
You know what? You should get them. There is a Japanese candy store in Westwood. Kind of on the main block, and you can get a ton of them there.
I will. I'll do that. But I don't know why they don't mass produce them. Emily Von Wilkinson says, we went to Hershey Park for our senior trip. Disappointing. Oh, it's disappointing. I'm sorry. Can you tell us why?
Chocolate amusement park.
Yeah.
I just want to go like this.
You would take a picture with Minnie Mouse or something, and it's like a candy bar that walks around.
They have candy bars walking around?
Mhm.
That sounds better. I'd love to take a picture with a candy bar.
I remember. I have good memories there.
All right.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
She said the rides were not fun. I don't care about the rides. I just want to eat everything that there is to eat.
What are we gonna do with these?
And now you got to go spend your Necco wafers. Oh my God! Please go to the market near your house and go. Okay, here, like, and try to pay with them. Here, I have Necco wafer here. That's 55 cents. Here you go.
Quarters. All right. Well, I think we learned a lot.
My
Okay.
brain stopped.
I think we're gonna.
We did learn a lot. Did you guys like it? Anybody want us to mukbang something else next?
I feel sick.
Yeah, but I quit. This project is gonna kill me.
Can I ask you guys a personal question?
Yes.
Why do I love feeling sick from food so much? It's just like it's an old friend. It's like an old friend hugging me.
It's a terrible feeling.
Because it's a terrible feeling. Yeah, because you had love. That's the only love I had growing up, Aaron, is food. The hug that food would give me.
Well, then I encourage you to just eat the rest of that Little Debbie.
I didn't have a Little Debbie. I had
The ding dong. Ding dong.
The ding. I got to do something else with it. It's too dry. I need to make it more interesting somehow.
Play ice hockey with it.
No, put it.
I will play ice hockey with it. Put it in some what? In some milk?
Milk.
All right, I'll try that. I'll try anything.
With whipped cream.
All right, I guess our listeners don't want us to mukbang anything else because no one said anything.
All right.
Just like now I have cravings for shit food.
Well, then everyone's like, everything I've ever loved is going to kill me. Hey,
Yeah.
what are you doing? The cat just started to eat the computer. So I think we got to go. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
All right. I'm all by.
Back doing something else in 2 weeks.
We'll probably be back.
What?
What does Mason von Chimmelson say?
My hard drive is overheating.
All right. So bye, Batch.